We have been cooking, boys. All right, as you can see, new launcher updates. Oh, lots to share, boys. Lots to share. Okay, starting off with boom, you saw we have splash screen intro. This is pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So let's cover some of the new stuff. I see lots of new stuff. Ooh, Dark of the Moon. Ooh. Okay. Let's go. So we have a bunch of different splash screens. So I decided, well, I was just making a bunch, and then I decided, you know, we may as well. So like, we've got like Cyberverse. We've got color themes per splash screen as well. So like, we can do like. Let's do purple, let's do dark energy on. Boom, so you can see purple. Cyberverse specifically. Ooh, Cyberverse specifically has a multicolor, but let's do like animated. We got animated as well. So you know, if you know, you know, some Easter eggs in there, but we got Generation 1. Basically just a bunch of different splash screens like for you to customize your experience. The Bayverse one is pretty cool. I do like that. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, we just basically have a bunch. So we've got like Armada as well. This one's probably one of my favorites, like Minicom Power. Just this looks super clean. Probably one I'm going to be rocking. We have like War for Cybertron. We have Fall of Cybertron. If you know, it's Fall of Cybertron. This is meant to be like Cybertron, kind of. And then obviously the two moons. I don't know. It's probably the best I could get it to look. Dark of the Moon's pretty cool. It's just like an energon crystal. And then the moon boys. Yep. So that one's pretty cool. Again, so all the colors, so like Beast Wars as well. This was pretty cool. Yeah, so the colors work independently on all the themes. So all your different energon colors do work across. So like, let's do like Tox N, and we'll do like Rescue Bots. So Rescue Bots is more like cartoony. The green is mostly in like the star and just like, you know, just there's basically just bunch of different themes. So again, Cyberverse green you probably wouldn't run. You'd probably run like, I mean, Hyperdron would be pretty cool. Full red. If not, I think the classic Scion and you know the Neon Vaporwave I thought was fun for like Cyberverse. Or did we do Transformers Prime? It's pretty cool as well. It's basically like a kind of like the inside of a Matrix was like the kind of vibe I was going for. So yeah, you have like custom themes and splash screen styles, so you can do whatever you want. I do like the original like with a dark energy on hint or like the original purple 13. So that one's by default I think is what I'm gonna go with because it's just clean. So again, but now let's get into the juice stuff, chat. The juice stuff. Okay, I have done it, boys. I have done it. We have Dark of the Moon and Transformers 2003, the PS2 game. We have full automation for the emulation on these. So basically, you'll go here, and then what you'll do is you'll plug in your emulator. So like RPSS 3 here, so your emulator path, and you'll put in you basically just pick your folder, or specifically, so you can see here like the PS3 game folder or the eboot file. So obviously here PS3 game, and then I've selected the eboot. It will find it automatically because that's what you need in order to launch these, because we pass these through to the emulator and how we get them to launch. So that's pretty cool. But let's just we'll save playing it for a sec. I'll let you guys see, but I just want to explain some other features. So boom, we have a we have playtime stats, boys. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So let's just put this away. So this is per game, by the way. So as you can see, different amount of playtime. Just been testing at the moment. So you can see, so playtime, I have like 18 minutes total. And with Cybertron, you can see times played. Last time played was obviously 17 hours ago. Last time I tested this one. Average play session, and you can see your past 5 log sessions. You can see obviously I've just been testing, haven't really been played too much. And you can see your weekly session count and minutes. So that's pretty cool. And again, it's independent. And again, it works on emulation, which is pretty cool. I got this to work on the emulation. So you can see like Dark of the Moon, I have like 41 minutes. So I'm doing a lot of testing on this one recently. Just because it's easy, I'll show you. We'll boot up Dark of the Moon just because it loads up in a little window. It's just easy for testing. So we've got playtime across games. Not only that. Let's pause that for a second. Pause. We have a little AI system. Yeah, okay. So obviously this is basically built upon the website Lawbot I had. But basically you can go here. You can click drag this, by the way. You can place them anywhere. It's just a little version of me at this point. It saves basically. You can put it anywhere. So like. If you want to put it like down here or whatever, and you can just ask it. So like, I don't know, TFR. What does it think of TFR? Obviously, the Transformers-Games was a multiplayer game developed by Splash Damage. Unfortunately, rest in peace, boys. So basically, you just go here, and it can. I think it will tell you about lore and everything as well. Like I basically just included it. War for Cybertron. Okay, like why did Megatron start the war? Okay, let's go cap sensitive. So boom. Should spit something back. I hope we're doing this live. Yeah, so basically you've got like blah 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 breakdown. You've got like the disagreement with the ruling class. Yep. Desire for equality. Yeah. Power and corruption. Obviously, this depends on like what exactly you're asking based on continuity. It's kind of just going to give you like a safe answer at first. So you can delve deeper into it and get your. There's also full screen, so if you want to do like, because obviously I know it was a bit scrolling on this. This is meant to, if you're quick questions, just pop it here. If not, you've got like your full screen, so you can be like, I don't know, just say hi. I think hi gives you like a, yeah, greetings. classic. But yeah, this is basically like a full like support. I just thought make better use, so easy if you want to do that. And again, in the settings, it's toggleable. So if you don't want it, boom, it just goes away. With that being said, you can also see, we have Speedrun Tracker Boy. What is this? Yes, I've been cooking. So playtime stats you can also minimize if you just want to, and then it'll just show you your total playtime up here. So if you want more deep stats, boom. But boom, Speedrun Tracker. So again, this works on emulation and base game. And you can see, obviously, I've got some splits here. We'll use this one, for example. So the Speedrun Tracker, basically, it's not fully finalized yet. I'm going to change some of the UI because I don't like it. But basically, you click play. And what play will do, so you can select your category here, so like any percent, 100%, like no major glitches, a bunch of it. So let's do like no major glitches, sure. You can add like notes here, like I don't know, let's say ye. Cool. So basically click play. You've got your splits here, so you can do like a split level here. Let's just spam some splits here, and then let's say like end on a split here, and then stop. Boom. So you got your splits here. You can see I spammed a bunch of splits here. You can see splits in seconds here. You can see our tagline, we can see our category, you can see the time and date recorded here, and the duration of the run. And you can edit and delete. You can also clear all existing logs, so like, say, let's just like delete this one, sure, delete the run, and then let's just play, and then stop, so now we've got 2 runs, and then you can just dumpster all of them. You can also export them as CSVs. I might change this in the future, just because that format's a bit not user-friendly. So basically, you could like click, split, you could basically export your run. So again, I plan to change it again, like one save, this updates, blah, blah, blah. So again, like pretty cool. So auto manual as well, but auto basically, it will start the tracker if enabled. Basically, when you launch your game, it'll auto start it for you. So when it detects you've launched the game, it'll start it. So again, you can also set this to manual if you want to start manually, like boot up your game and then do manual split when you actually load into, say, campaign or something. Again, in settings also, we can split our hotkeys. You can change your hotkeys in here. So I don't know, let's do like 3 and 4, just change that for the meantime. You can also clear the hotkey. And again, it supports like F keys. I don't have any F keys on my keyboard or on my macro pad, but they're for something else. I don't want to screw my recording. And again, this is your preset splits, by the way. So this, basically, if you don't use like preset splits, what is this basically? It's basically like when you split, right? When you split here, it will name them. So like split, like basically it'll be like 1, 2, 3 by default. But if you go in the settings, basically you can use preset splits and then 1 per line, and I can name this like, I don't know, level like 1, like, oh god, I can't type, it's too late, chat. But basically, you do that, and you can expand this if you've got like multiple things, and you can click like save, and then play, split, stop, and stuff like that. So when you export it, it'll basically have all your like your custom like splits. So if you want to like add in like the campaign levels or something in here, and then you can mark each split by that, right? Or if you're doing a certain level and you want to do like a checkpoint split or something, that's basically how that works. So again, the UI on this will change and stuff like that, but I thought that was pretty cool. So again, speedrunning, boys, it's in. So again, that's on top of the playtime, but also with probably the coolest thing, I've managed to add, which you might have noticed. So again, I did add update functionality. Obviously, there's no update server live right now, and there's nothing for it to call, but we're also in dev build. As you can see, because I have more legendaries chat. we'll come back to that anyway. But yeah, so community tab, what is this? Oh, I've been cooking, boys, I'll tell you what. So community basically goes through and you auth with your Discord, so it's an opt-in feature. But what this will do is I'll show you, you'll see. So let's get to the juice part, chat. So let's go to the Dark of the Moon because it'll be easy, and we'll just move this over here. So let's do let's get rid of that for the meantime, so we can see it in play stats. So boom, we'll just mute this, play, boom. So as you can see, the emulator, boom. All right, boys, we're in Dark of the Moon. Dark of the Moon is loading. So as you can see, fully automated. We have PS3 and PS2 full emulation automation working within the launcher. So as you can see, this is just compiling Dark of the Moon right now. But as you can see, updated last played. And this is just going to load through. But what you'll notice in a second. Oh, did you see it, boys, in the launcher? What a live playing. Oh, yeah. I've done it, boys. I've done it. So if we go to settings and we go to community. Oh, let's go, baby. So basically, if you sign into your Discord, and it'll basically ask you for the Transformers Reactivate app that I have through the Discord presence integration. So the same reason, basically, when you load the launcher, it'll say you're like playing the Transformers Reactivate launcher in Discord, so that'll happen. But what this now does is it'll update that through it and basically say, so look, you can have like presence of like Dark of the Moon. So again, this is working on emulation, so that we can have player counts for the emulated games. And of course it works for War for Cybertron, Fall of Cybertron, Rise of the Darkspark, etc, etc, etc. But you can see it's got fully updated like play times. So the longer this goes on, the longer this playtime will go. It says I'm active, and basically it will show everyone here. Now whether or not this makes it into the final build, I don't know. But the main reason, this was kind of the backbone to what this is, right? The player count. So now you can see I'm playing it and it now says the player count on it. So we have player counts for like the PS3 games, the PS2 games, all the emulation games I'll basically add. And we have player counts for basically like War and Fall of Cybertron would appear here. So basically anyone who opts in through the communities tab, basically the goal with this is you want to be a part of the community, you want to see what the player base is like, you know, is it popping or whatever. You can opt into that and then you'll be factored into the player count here. So then we can get like a real-time view of like, okay, maybe like War for Cybertron, you know, maybe it's not that popping right now, but maybe like Fall of Cybertron is, you know, you can see the player count directly here in the launcher. And yeah, obviously at the moment with this feature listing off everyone, you can basically see like how many people have been playing and etc, etc. So whether or not this keeps in, I don't know. It's kind of redundant now. We can just see player counts. I don't know if we need to see everyone playing, but I guess it would be a kind of cool feature. Like, I was debating on adding something like maybe akin to like the old Call of Duties where you have like a popularity map and like, you know, like how many people are playing in X region or stuff like that, and like a visual cue so people can see like, obviously I know like the Americas, you guys have like the player base is a lot stronger like specific times of the day. Same with Europe and stuff like that. So that might be cool. Again, yeah, this is just super cool. So obviously you can see playtime. So let's just quickly like exit this for the time being. We'll see this update and we'll see this update live to basically see like, obviously I'm not playing. So boom, total uptime. We got that session logged 2 minutes. Total time has gone up. Again, that's gone there, and boom, it's gone away. So you can, as you can see, that's live as well. And this is for every single game. Same with, obviously the bot is just universal, like our layout bot is universal. So that's cool. But the speed runs are also specific to each game. So obviously, as you saw before, you can have multiple runs per game and stuff like that. And you can set up, I think what I might do is when I'm doing binds and stuff like that and splits, I will update it to where this saves locally for like each game. So you can have like set up all your campaign levels splits in like per game basically, because at the moment it's just universal across. So basically I would change that so it's independent of each game. So basically you can go on each game, set up all your splits, and then speedrun each different game you want. You know what, screw it. I'll just show for PS2 this works, by the way. So hopefully this doesn't break in the recording. But at the moment it's loading full screen. It's loading the PS2 Transformers 2003 game. So we'll see this. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, by the way, with the emulation games, not only does it call and launch the emulation games within the launcher, it also calls for the PSX2 or whatever it is. The PS2 is the Transformers 2003 game. It uses save states. So we call... No, that's the PS3 one. The PS3 one, Dark of the Moon, uses save states. We call those, so it should call your save state on the last time you launch the game. And for the PS2, as you can see, it might call save. It's basically one of them calls save states, so you can get your save state in. The other one uses memcard, so it'll call your local memcard you have set up on the launcher. I think the PS2 one is the memcard. I can't remember. It's one of the two. But basically, we call memcards and we call save state and we pass it in. So that's how we get the full automation to load into your current like save state or whatever the game. Because that's kind of just how emulators do it. You can save like a current state of the game. And you can load back into it, per se. But as you can see, hopefully it's on screen right now and it hasn't completely loaded. Obviously, PS2 game is running on Armada. That's pretty sick. With that being said, obviously, it means we have. So let's just like close this. We'll just close without saving for now. This you do have to manually close. Unfortunately, I can't get that to automate. So again, it pops up saying PSS2. Playtime, boom, total 5 minutes. This should update if it hasn't already. Oh, and again, see, look, boom, one player online, because obviously it's only me at the point, and boom, it's just offline. So like, it's pretty crazy that you can have, I've basically added in functionality for play accounts for like emulated games at this point. Like that's kind of unnecessary. Though saying that though, I'm not sure, actually, I need to go double check, but I swear to God, Dark of the Moon, I swear you can access multiplayer via the emulation. I think it's just you have to change, it's like a proxy or something. I don't know. I think that works. Maybe I'm not sure. But again, if that does, that means you could see play accounts for Dark of the Moon anyway. I mean, you know, it's in there anyway. It's in there anyway, boys. That's pretty cool. Yeah, as you can see, that's logged up to 2 minutes ago. Blah blah blah. Yeah, basically. So we've got recap. We've got splash screens. Bunch of splash screens. Maybe more coming. We've got engine themes, which apply to all. So you can color your splash screen when the app loads up. We've got update functionality. We've got a little AI bot here. Boom. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. We've also got the communities tab, which is pretty big. So again, last line 1 minute ago, it obviously updates with the games and player time. So this might change, but it means it was basically a use case to link into how we could get player counts per game. Like for every single game, it would show player counts. Yeah, obviously, like we have Dark of the Moon. Oh yeah, we have favorites, by the way. So we have favorites, which just pin everything up to the top. So, and then a search functionality, so you can search like per game, because obviously now scrolling down, the more games we have, stuff like that. So you can just up those. Obviously each game still has themes, which is pretty cool. I do like a Devastation's intro as a banger show. That's a banger. We have Speedrun, so we have all the categories. We have splits, we have notes, export, manual keybinds, and yeah, like playtime stats for everything. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm missing anything. Yeah, so like pretty big updates. You guys let me know what you think. This is pretty cool. So basically at this point, I don't think there's much left to add, to be honest. So like obviously the original stuff like trade ups and all of this works. What do we get? What do we get? Oh, Primus transformed. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Yeah. You know, let's do a big boy pack opening, boys. I'm definitely not. Oh, well, we got a Transmetal Megatron. Okay, that's about all we got good out of it. But yeah, I thought splash screens are cool. The emulations are pretty big, and the fact that these are fully automated within the launcher is pretty cool. So it means obviously I know a bunch of people like Dark of the Moon Pliz, 2003 game Pliz. That's now all done. So yeah, I guess you guys let me know what you think. Yeah, pretty pog. Give me a like, give me a sub, share. I guess full release is coming soon. At this point, yeah, it's me. Peace.